What up, Julian? What's up, Joe? What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the after party. Why am I calling it the after party? Well, the horror hangouts was the party, so this is the after party. You guys hear me okay? Hey, what's up, brother? What you up to? I appreciate that. Looks like I got 5 people in there so far. That's pretty awesome. Pretty quick, too. Make sure everybody can hear me. The heater just kicked on, so the furnace is all, like that. So, yeah, everybody in the chat, check each other out. Give each other likes, follows, all that good stuff. Give some support. I think most of you already follow one another, so. What's going on, James? That's awesome, dude. I've done that a few times where I bounce between the streams. Who else is streaming besides me? I think the Freaky Girls are streaming, but I'm not sure on that. I think so. I just decided to come out and oh, is Dino streaming too? I did not know that. I don't think I got a message on him streaming. I follow his channel. Huh. Oh well. That's okay. I wanted to do this tonight. I actually wanted to do my own live stream before the horror hangouts today. I don't know why. I just felt like getting on and talking tonight. And as much as I love doing the horror hangouts, which I do, it's it's everybody's talking. There's a lot of people, so this is just a little more intimate. Me getting my time in to speak and just bullshit and see how you guys are doing. Bill is good. Bill is very happy because the government is no longer shut down, or at least for now. So he'll be getting paid again. And they owe him one hell of a big ass check. So. Oh, I've been putting up a lot of videos the last 2 days. I hope they all get their dues. Pretty happy so far with the way my videos are doing. Yeah, Bill is a character. He's my boy, though. He and I have been best friends and more than best friends since the 3rd grade. And we're both 37, so that tells you how long it's been. I'm going to start my own wrench gang. Let's see. If Horror Man and Horrific Nightmares won. You guys are now like He-Man. You now have the power. Bill is a very good dude. Bill is one of the nicest, most generous people you'll ever meet. So, anybody comes in the chat and starts acting like douchebags, you can kick them out. So everybody, don't forget my subscriber contest. I know Jason and Joe have already entered. Going to be doing that giveaway. Probably do the video next weekend. The contest ends on Thursday at midnight my time. What's going on, Andrew? Glad to see you, buddy. Andrew, I got to get some way to talk to you on a regular. I, 'cause, 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 ' Yeah, that'd be really cool. I need to find something that you're on that we can share, so that way I can talk to you whenever. Yeah, so I know how'd you really like the franchise, man? I mean, did you watch them all the way from the first one up through seven, and then Nightmare, or and then Freddy vs. Jason, and then of course the fucking shitty ass remake. Did you watch all of them or just some of them? I appreciate that, Julian. Um, yeah, I've been meaning to do one for a little bit. I think my last one was New Year's, I think, and I didn't realize it had been that long. Time's flying. You didn't watch Freddy vs. Jason the remake, but you've seen them before. Yeah, the remake sucks. I love Freddy vs. Jason. One of my top 10 horror films of all time, actually. It's a great, great movie. I think it's so good. I don't understand the hate it's been getting lately. That's just weird. What did you think of Freddy's Dead? I'm a Freddy's Dead defender. I love that movie. Ow. Excuse me. Sorry. Did anybody hear that crack? Ow. You love 3 of the movies but don't like the rest. Did you? That's too bad. I like it. I love the way that the humor is in the movies. Now, my very favorite ones are the ones where Freddy is, really scary, and I love those. But I really liked 5, and I like 6. I don't like 4 that much. I mean, I like 4. I don't dislike any of the movies except for the remake. But 4 is just boring to me. The thing about Freddy's Dead that I like is not the laughs. It's not the. It's not the. It's not even really the kills. It's not even the story. The thing I really like about Freddy's Dead is the backstory we get on Freddy. We learn more about the character. We learn that he had a wife. We learn that he had a daughter. We get to see him growing up and being beaten by his, stepfather. We get to see more of his life, and I like that. Freddy's not a Michael Myers character. He's not an evil for evil's sake character. Freddy has a backstory, and it's a backstory worth knowing. And I really enjoy it. I love that because his mom was a nun and he was raped, the son of 1,000 maniacs or 100 maniacs or whatever. 100 maniacs. That he was raised in foster care. And I love that they got Alice Cooper to play his dad. I think that's just so cool. I mean, but there is a lot in Freddy's Dead that's just bad. But I like the one-liners. I like Freddy, and I love Robert Englund in the role. I did not like the way he looked in it. I thought it made it look like an older Freddy or something, or a fat Freddy. I don't know. But I do love his one-liners. I think Freddy is funny, and I love villains with one-liners like him and Chucky. Oh, James, you like the remake? Just get out of my live stream. I'm just playing, bro. I really am just playing. Oh. I hate the remake. I absolutely hate the remake. When I first saw it the first time, I was like, it's okay. But something just nagged at me. It just nagged and nagged at me. And I go over it in my review of the remake. There was 2 just huge things that nagged at me in that movie. And it's because it's just, you could tell that it was I like Platinum Dunes too. Platinum Dunes did a great job with the Texas Chainsaw Massacre remake. I love that movie. And they did a great job with the Friday the 13th remake. I love that movie. Jackie Earle Haley did do a good job, Jason. He wasn't the problem. The problem was when they put CGI over his face for part of the makeup, and it really fucked up his performance. I do think that Robert Englund is the only Freddy, just like Harrison Ford is the only Han Solo. But I didn't mind the new Solo movie, and the guy in it didn't do a bad job. And I didn't mind Jackie Earle Haley as Freddy. It's everything else about that movie that I don't like. Some good news there too is G. Oh, Jackie Earl Haley. Okay, yeah, okay, I got what you're saying. It took me a second there. Some good news too, I think, is the guys that did the new Halloween, Blumhouse, Jason Blum. He wants to redo Nightmare on Elm Street, and there was one other that he wants to do, and I can't remember what it is right now. It's a big one too. I really do want to. I want to see another one. Candyman. Thank you, Joe. I couldn't remember which one it was. Yes, it's Candyman. No, wait, no, it's not Candyman. Candyman is the one that Jordan Peele wants to redo. Oh, I'll have to look it up. Jason Blum wanted to do another one. There's another one. It's not Evil Dead. It's not. I don't remember. Speaking of cool movies, though, guys, I went to the thrift store today, just real quick while I was waiting on a pizza to get done. Went to the thrift store that's right across the street from the pizza place. And I picked up a couple things. And I picked up a couple things for you, Jason, which you already know about, and I showed you. I picked up something for my boss and her roommate. They're really awesome, really great friends of mine. And then I found this, which Jason had already sent me. So I now have 2 copies of P2. I may throw this in with my contest. I'm not sure. We'll see. Okay, so Blumhouse is doing Candyman. I just don't think that's the one that I heard announced the other day. There was another one I heard announced. So, yeah. Yeah. Good little condition. This looks really nice. And Joe, I think you'll really like this too. I know that Jason did when I showed it to him. I found the 1978 Frank Langella version of Dracula. This is a very heavy VHS too. And the tape is in really good shape, and it's really nice, and it's, like I said, it's pretty heavy. So I really like this cover. It's very cool. So yeah, those are the 2 I found today. One for my VHS collection. Unless I decided to give it to somebody. You know how that goes. I got 7 people up in the chat, and I got 3 likes. Do you have the VHS, Joe? I've never actually seen this movie, but I like Frank Langella, or Langella. I really like him. I've never seen this movie. So I want to check that out, definitely. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I'm sure it can be really good, but it's the Dracula story. We've seen the Dracula story a million times. My personal favorite version is Bram Stoker's Dracula from Coppola, right? It was Coppola? No, Brian De Palma. Sorry. But, and I don't even mind Keanu Reeves in it. I really don't. Actually, you know what? That's not true. That's not my favorite Dracula. My favorite Dracula is Dracula Dead and Loving It. That's my favorite Dracula, to be completely honest. I read on the back that it was actually based on an award-winning play that Frank Langella was in. And he actually won an award for a Tony for his part in the play. Crankbait Crisis, what's going on, buddy? We are just chilling. This is the after party. Earlier today we had the Horror Hangouts live stream, and this is just me chilling and having some fun afterwards. Why is that crooked? I just noticed those were crooked. Crankbait is a really nice young guy who I met on, he's a young man who I met on the, another live stream. I can't remember which one right now. But I met him on another live stream, and he's a really nice young kid. And he's got his own channel. He does a lot of fishing stuff. He likes fishing. I like fishing. I love fishing. I'm planning on going fishing tomorrow, unless it gets like freezing. But it was kind of warm today till the wind picked up. So I'm thinking about going fishing tomorrow morning. So. Oh yeah? I don't know if I'm going to watch the Pro Bowl. I'm going to watch the pay-per-view later in the afternoon. I may watch a little bit of the Pro Bowl. I can get it on my phone if I have to. I don't know. We'll see. Bring on the Super Bowl, you said. I thought you said forget the Super Bowl, bring on the Pro Bowl. I was going to be like, you are such a liar, dude. I know you're looking forward to the Super Bowl. But no, I just misread what you were saying. Joe, I know what slasher I'm reviewing for next week. What are you gonna do, Andrew? Give us the 411. Give us the exclusive. I think I've got mine picked already too. And y'all better not be doing the one I'm doing. Fatal Games. All right, that's awesome, dude. What about you, Jason? You want to tell? Jason's doing Billy Club. Joe, are you keeping yours a secret? That's awesome, Julian. What are you going to be playing? I think I am going to do Shredder. I haven't 100% decided, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to do Shredder. I want to look through, some other stuff and see what else I can find, but I think it'll be Shredder. Yes, snowboarding is a sport. GTA 5. I like GTA 5. But honestly, I never play online, like with that game at least, I've never played online. So, I thought GTA 5 was just a lot like GTA 4, and I never really finished it. Because I really don't do a lot of online gameplay, like with multiple people, like big groups. I do online gameplay for like very limited stuff, like downloads, things like that. The only time I do online gameplay with a lot of different people is when I want to play Halo. And I just want to jump on and play Halo multiplayer against people. So, yeah, definitely fun. Mostly, though, I'm a solo gamer. My favorite games are the Elder Scrolls and the Fallout series. And, of course, I love my old school stuff. Love Mario. I mean, I love all that stuff. My wife and I love playing Mario Party together. That's such a fun game. I love all my old video games. Castlevania. So many good stuff. The one I'm trying to find for my Super Nintendo is Joe and Mac. I really want Joe and Mac. I found it on eBay, but it's really expensive for some reason. I don't know why. Graduation Day, is that a sports one? Really? You hate Joe and Mac? Man, Andrew, you're killing me, bro. Wait a minute, bad ET ripoff. No. You're thinking about the wrong thing, I think, bro. I think you're thinking about Mac and Me, the movie. Joe and Mac was a video game about two cavemen. Not Mac and Me, the movie. I'm talking about Joe and Mac. It's a video game for Super Nintendo about two cavemen. Mac and Me is just a horrible, horrible movie. But if you do want to watch it and have a lot of fun with it, go on Netflix and watch the new season of Mystery Science Theater 3000. It's called The Gauntlet, and they review, I think it's 6 movies in this season. Like, you know, they're reviewing them like back to back. That's why they call it The Gauntlet. And it's actually in that season. Yeah, it was on arcade as well. But yeah, I went on eBay looking for a copy of it for Super Nintendo, and it's really expensive. Yep, Caveman Ninja. What up, Siznak? What you up to, homie? Siznak here fully agrees with me that the Rob Zombie Halloween films are the worst pieces of shit ever made. Ain't that right, Siznak? I just decided to come on for a little while, do the after party. Brad, stop your stream. Siznak, Brad, best of the series, fool. What did I do, Andrew? What did I do? I know you love the Halloween remakes. I hate you all. Oh. You know that I love you guys. Hey, Siznak, I don't know if you actually care about this or not, but I have some pretty cool news for me and for, you know, any people that are into the underground music scene, if you know what I mean. What's the worst horror sin, bro? What is it? Which horror sin do I commit that's so bad? I am going to be having, I'm not sure exactly when, I'm still working out schedule with them, but I'm going to be having 2 quote-unquote celebrity interviews on my channel of underground personalities, if you know what I mean. 2 people that I'm actually friends with, though. Good night. Julian's taking off. Later, Julian. I will tell Bill you said hi, for sure. Andrew, you can definitely bring up the original TCM. You know how I feel about that. I love TCM. I do. I love that movie. I just don't love it as much as other people do. It's not that great. I mean, come on. Really. I mean, it's really not that great of a movie. I mean, there was nothing groundbreaking about it. But whatever. Who? Yeah, I guess I'll tell you. Buckshot is going to be on, and so is Class. And I can't remember how you feel about that particular, those guys or that group, but they're going to be on. You know. You really want to know what my favorite TCM movie is? I'm planning on talking about it eventually when I get to the, when I get to that franchise. I'll get to it eventually. I'm in no hurry. My favorite one is the remake. I love the remake. I think it's a great, great movie. And my second favorite one is Leatherface 2017. I really like that movie too. That's cool, bro. I couldn't remember which camp you were in on that particular subject. And you know me, I don't buy into all that drama bullshit and all the fucking fighting and other crap. But, you know, Buckshot's actually been my friend for a few years now. We actually met online before I knew he was even a rapper. I just thought he was another juggalo looking for a CD, and I helped him find it. I actually gave him a copy that I had. And then he's like, hey, dude, yeah, I'll send you some of my stuff, as a thank you. And I was like, what do you mean your stuff? He's like, oh, I'm a rapper. I was like, oh, really? That's cool. And I was just like blowing it off like, whatever. Every juggalo out there thinks they're a rapper. And then I found out that he actually was a rapper who was like, not a mainstream, but you know what I mean? Like a actual underground, bigger, whatever rapper, whatever. Like a real rapper, not just a juggalo who raps in his mom's basement. And I was like, okay, and I started getting into his music, and I dug it, and I was like, I really got into it, and then he and I became really good friends. And then I really, really got into his stuff. He's an awesome dude. And then Class I met later on, and he's a really cool guy too. He's a really awesome guy. But let's see. I like the beginning. I thought the beginning was good. A lot of people talk crap about it, but I think it's good. I can't stand part 2. I absolutely hate that freaking movie. I think it's so disrespectful to part 1, and I can't believe that Tobe Hooper did it to himself. It just bugs the hell out of me. It's just so wrong that he did that to his own movie. I don't think I can ever forgive him for that. What's going on, everybody? I'm getting quite a few people in there now. Tales from the Lotus Podcast. Whoop, whoop. What up, brother? Yeah, my name's in there, too. Which one's your homie? Do I know him? Who is that over there on Tails? Which one is that? Is that you, Run? See, I don't like that it's comedic, man. I really don't. Now, like with the Friday the 13th, no, I don't think I've met him yet. Yeah, it's Run. What up, brother? Congratulations, man. That's so awesome. You guys, really happy for you, winning that trophy. I'm a little pissed off that I wasn't nominated. That's some bullshit right there, I'm telling you. No, I'm just kidding. I don't do tons of Juggalo videos. I mean, I like doing Juggalo videos. It's just, I'm not going to engage in all the bullcrap drama with everybody else and start fights with all these idiots, So, congratulations to you guys. You guys really deserve it. For everybody that doesn't know Tales from Lotus Podcast, they are a Juggalo podcast, but they are 3 of the awesome guys I know. And they're just really cool guys. I know that most of the people in this chat are not Juggalos, and but I hope everybody can be cool and get along. I'm sure you guys can, because everybody here is just awesome people. So, let's see. What were we talking about? TCM, Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Texas Chainsaw Massacre is an awesome film. It is a awesome film. It is not the legendary film people make it out to be. That's all I'm saying. Okay? Yeah, I know you do, Run. I know you guys love horror flicks. Part 2 is the best. Alright, Siznak, I'm about to time you out, bro, for real. I'm just kidding, bro. I'm just playing. Part 2, because I like the first one, and yes, it is because it was such a departure, and it made no sense that it was a departure like that. They totally rewrote all of the characters, including Leatherface. I mean, the 2 Leatherfaces are completely different. I just don't like it. I didn't like it. I thought it was dumb. I didn't like the storyline. I didn't like that half the characters from the first one are gone. I didn't know what the hell was going on. I was like, I just didn't like it. From the first time I saw it, I didn't like it. You know, and then um, I didn't see part 3 and part 4 until quite recently, actually. And actually, I actually saw the remake before I saw the original as well. And that may be partially why I love the remake so much and don't think that the first one is as good. And maybe it's too because of when it was filmed, all that kind of stuff. Yes, there is a porn version of Texas Chainsaw Massacre. There's also a porn version of Freddy. There's a porn version of Jason. There's porn versions of everything. Star Wars, tons of porn versions of that. Ask Run out the horror story, Kidnapped in Plain Sight. Yeah, Run, I'm definitely got to figure out what that's all about. So I loved the remake, and then I went and I watched the other ones, and I was like, okay, this is good, but it's not near as good as the remake. It's not near as scary or bloody or, you know. And I get it. Yes, I get it. I'm into horror, so I get all the reasons and what happened, you know. But maybe that's just why I prefer it a little bit more. I don't know. I just do. Part 4, part 3 had some okay parts. Hey, no problem, EVR. Appreciate it, EFR. Appreciate it, bro. Really do. Thanks for coming by, man. Yeah, I am at 450 plus now. 458, I think. Trying to get to 500, you know. So, really, that is something I don't hear very often. That you saw the Nightmare on Elm Street and Halloween remakes first. I mean, that's cool. I mean, nothing wrong with that. You know, and I don't care what everybody likes. If everybody likes certain movies, that's fine. You can love all the remakes you want or whatever. I love remakes, some of them. Is Joe still in the chat? Joe, did you take off? Yeah, bro, I appreciate it. You have been watching my my thing pretty much since the beginning, and I really appreciate that, bro. I appreciate all the time you guys have had me on. You know, I love doing your guys' show with you. It's awesome. Yes, just like I love Rob Zombie's Halloweens. Yeah. To see how much I love them, please go and visit my videos reviewing those two movies. Oh, yeah, Joe's still there. I forgot he's jumping between them. He's jumping between streams. That's awesome. I appreciate that, Andrew. I really do. I just slurred my words like I'm drinking, and I'm not. I'm only drinking a soda. Oh, that's cool. Thank you. Appreciate that, Joe. I feel honored. Can't believe you ripped up the Predator tonight. I'm sorry, dude. I tried, man. I was enjoying that movie, man. I was like, okay, I see what Jason's saying. This movie's pretty good so far. I was enjoying it. And then they got to that fucking scene where they decided to join forces with the government guy or whoever the hell he is. And they're at the ship trying to, trap the Predator, the super Predator. And they're, fucking translating what he's saying. And just from there on, everything that movie did just pissed me the fuck off. And then it made me even madder that it took away my enjoyment that I was having. I loved the Predator dogs. I thought it was cool. I liked all that stuff, Thank you, Vantum. I appreciate that. Jacob, how's it going, brother? Sorry I didn't acknowledge you a second ago. I was on my little tirade. It was fun overall, but that's just how I am sometimes. That movie took such a hard left turn into just crapville that I just couldn't do it. And then at the very, very end, when they showed that Predator suit, I was like, oh my God, are you freaking kidding me? And now I see why people are saying that Shane Black single-handedly killed the Predator. I'm not going to go that far because I don't ever think that. You know, I hated it when people said that crap about, Star Wars and The Last Jedi. And I like The Last Jedi. I really like The Last Jedi. I don't care what anybody says. I like that movie. But thank you, Tim. Appreciate that, bro. And I think I missed you coming in too, so I'm sorry. Thank you. Welcome aboard. I will never say that anything killed a franchise. That's just stupid to say something like that. You know, I've never seen a point where that's actually true. Let's put it this way. If Texas Chainsaw 3D didn't kill the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, I think the new Predator will not kill the Predator franchise. Okay? And I even like Texas Chainsaw 3D a little bit. No Star Wars talk. You start yelling. Jason's here to put me in check, y'all. Dang, Sean or Joe, you're watching 4 streams now, huh? See, I understand that they can be killed for you, but I mean, overall, people say, "Oh, Star Wars is dead. This is not. That's gonna." No, it's not. It's still gonna go whether you like it or not. Not you, Andrew, but I'm saying just people in general. The Evil Dead remake, dude, loved that remake. I love that remake. And it's really not a remake. It's more of a sequel. I mean, it's a reboot and a sequel more than a remake. Because it shows, like, Ash's car in the yard. It shows all this stuff. And at the very end, Ash shows up. And it's kind of like a alternate universe kind of thing. And they acknowledge one another. And I like that. And I'm hoping for part 2. The guy that directed it, he was on Twitter like 2 months ago, and he had a poll going if he should make part 2. And everybody said yes, and I'm hoping that they're going to get that done. The original Evil Dead, if you've seen part 2, you've basically seen part 1. Now, that is not saying you should not see part 1. But part 2 was basically it was basically kind of in a way, it was a remake of part 1. You know what I mean? It basically took part 1 and threw some extra stuff in there and remade it and made it better. I mean, part 1 is really good though. Trust me, don't get me wrong. I love part 1, but part 2 is definitely the better film. Let's see, what are you talking about? You're getting a little too far from me, guys. Hang on, it's going a little fast. Okay, Siznak, the Child's Play remake. I am so not wanting that. I can't stand that they're even making it. Because, one, the original franchise is still going. How can you make a remake to a franchise that's still going? And 2, no Brad Dourif, and they're changing it to a AI. That totally defeats the entire purpose of the story. How is an AI going to have any personality? I mean, come on. If they wanted to make a killer doll movie, they could have done that without calling it Child's Play. But no, they're just out for that fucking money. So they're grabbing that money. You know, yeah, Siznak, you're right. They just basically added some comedy. They added some more stuff, and it is basically a remake of part 1. Let's see. Texas Chainsaw Massacre 3D, you need to watch it. I like the movie. It's not bad. It's just got it. Well, no, let me rephrase that. It's a bad movie. I just like it. I can overlook the bad because I like the guy that played Leatherface. He did a good job. I like the kills, and that's basically all I care about. Ron, how's it going, brother? I am sorry I did not see you come in. The chat's going by a little quick now, guys. I'm trying to keep up. I actually got 12 people in right now. That's pretty awesome. What's not that bad, Jason? I'm not sure which one we're talking about. Let's see. You actually prefer it to Leatherface. Do you mean Leatherface 2017 or Leatherface 3? The Texas Chainsaw Massacre 3. I definitely prefer it to Leatherface, Texas Chainsaw Massacre 3, and the Part 4. 2017? I wouldn't. I like 2017, but I just thought that was a really cool, you know, like really awesome way to go about. It was a new approach to the franchise, and it was an approach that we haven't seen, and they really did a good job in taking a different route, in my opinion. Bantam, you didn't know they were remaking Child's Play? Oh my god, dude. Go look at the trailers, go look at all that stuff. Yeah, oh, I'm just so bugged by it. It pisses me off. Ooh, I've got my Netflix on the background on the TV, but if nothing's playing, it's just, on the menu. And the Castlevania anime just came across. That's actually pretty good. Let's see. I know I missed some quote or some things here. Yes and no, Jacob. There are some films that I don't mind them remaking because some of them are worth remaking and some of them can be good remade. Siznak, yes, the Child's Play TV show is actually a continuation of the main series. It's going to follow the events of Cult of Chucky, and then after, it's a 10-episode show from what I understand, and then after that, they are going to do 2 more movies as far as I know. There's 2 more movies coming after the TV show. The name change for the doll in Child's Play is weird. They're calling it the Buddies, which to me is a blatant ripoff of the My Buddy dolls from, I think it was Mattel put those out years ago. And I hope that they get sued for it, honestly. I'm trying to get Bird Box on DVD so that I can review it. I don't think it is on DVD, brother. I don't know if it's going to be either. I'm waiting for them to put out Hush on DVD from there. Should do a review of one of the greatest movies ever, Brain Scan. I actually am going to be doing that. Yeah, I loved Hush, and I wish they'd do a DVD of that because I want to own it. I will say this, Vantum, or not Vantum, Tim, I will definitely say this. Check out, if you don't have Netflix, get it. It's worth it. It really is. Have you heard of Night Flyers? It's a new sci-fi series. No, I haven't heard of that one yet, brother. What's it about? Anyone seen Girl House? No, I don't think so. What's that one about, Jason? Since I got 13 people in here, guys, don't forget to put an entry in for my 400 subs contest. That's going down right now. It ends on the 31st. And has the rapper slain? I'm not sure who that is. Spaceship. Definitely check that out. Which one? I have 2 R2-D2s behind me. I got one up there, and I got the big one down here. The big one is really awesome. That is actually a old cassette player. That's really cool too. I got my Korn Life is Peachy tape in there still from when I was younger. Had that tape since I was like 16. Oh. Yeah, that one's cool. I have another one over there that's like remote controlled. Goes around. I would be interested in seeing your Star Wars collection, brother. My father-in-law, when I first got married to my wife, they even decorated my cake and my table at my wedding, because you know how the grooms have a table? Well, I don't know if all weddings do, but our wedding, the groom had a table and the bride had a table that had like pictures and stuff on it, stuff from our lives. And my father-in-law decorated mine in Star Wars. Now, I love Star Wars, but I really don't collect a lot of Star Wars stuff. This R2-D2 I collected because that's just an awesome thing and I had to have it. You know, I found it at a garage sale. The R2-D2 that I have remote control is one that he put on my table that I got. I've had it since then. And every once in a while I get some stuff. My wife got me this little R2. It's a candy dispenser. And, you know, I got that Star Wars thing over there. But I don't collect, like, the action figures and stuff like I used to. I used to collect all that stuff. Hell, I used to play with them. Hell, I played with action figures till I was like 16. I don't care. Fuck it. You know, well, not really played with them, but I would, like, set them up and, like, you know, I don't know. I just, whatever. And, no, and nobody ever made fun of me for it either, because if they did, I would kick their ass. Nobody called me a nerd in high school. When I was in high school, being called a nerd was still an insult. And I know it's not anymore, but it was then. Nobody ever called me a nerd in high school. That's for damn sure. So. But, I don't actually have a ton of Star Wars memorabilia. The stuff that I do have is mostly stuff that I really like or people have gotten me. When it comes to Star Wars, I'm much more just about the movies and stuff. Now, that's not to say I don't have some really cool shit, though. Like, I've got a picture of Chewbacca down there that's autographed by Peter Mayhew. And the autograph is actually starting to fade because the sun's been hitting it, so I need to move it.
Can you do that on my phone in here?
I don't think so, babe. You didn't bring it in here. Last time you had it, that I remember, was when we were playing with the girls on the bed.
Yeah, look there.
So. There is a couple things that I'd like to get. I want to get that life-size Yoda. That's pretty cool. I just want it, you know. But I've really, over the last 3 years, you know, had some financial issues. I'm the only one in my family working now, and, you know, my wife doesn't work anymore. She takes care of the kids, and I've had to cut back a lot on things I collected. Because when my wife and I both were working, we were making a lot of money, especially for New Mexico. Where I live in New Mexico, I was making, between her and I, we were making about $120,000 a year. And that was really fucking good money, you know what I'm saying? So now I'm making like not near that much. So I had to really cut back on a lot of stuff, if you know what I mean. I still collect tons of Juggalo shit and, you know, underground rap stuff. Siznak, have you ever heard of a album called To Gag a Maggot from who's it from? King Gordy and somebody else. Yeah, Gordy. Yeah, my homie, my best friend in the world, Bill. He's on some of my videos. He got me that for my birthday. He got me the whole package that comes with it. Like behind this, you know, it comes with a VIP pass that's autographed. It comes with a picture of Baphomet that's autographed and all that. And I still haven't heard the CD, and he tells me it's awesome. I'm not a big King Gordy person, but I will check out the CD. But I have it sitting over there. And I've got all kinds of stickers and shit for it, all kinds of stuff. But yeah, the picture has this big picture of Baphomet that they autographed, which really isn't my thing. You know, I don't know. I might end up. I don't know. It's just sitting over in the corner right now. But yeah, I collect Magic the Gathering, but I have not bought anything since Dominaria. I just haven't had the money to. Yeah. Yeah, I'm just not really huge into them. I just never really got into them. You know, and I'm not big into Lars either. But, just out of curiosity, what is your favorite animal? Polar bears. I love polar bears. When I go to the zoo, I love seeing the polar bears. That's my favorite thing. And I like going to the zoo. Let's see. I haven't seen Venom yet. I still have not seen it. I need to. From all the comic book people that I'm friends with that I love, because I'm a comic book guy, nobody said anything good about Venom, like at all. You can't find it? Did you look on the counter? Um, I like superhero movies. They've done a really good job lately. My favorite one is still Batman 1989. That will always be the best. Uh, Give me just 1 second, guys. I'll be right back, okay? I just got to do something real quick. I'll be right back. Don't leave. Hi, Dave. Be right back. Hey, nobody left. All right. Sorry about that, guys. I am back. I'm surprised nobody left. Let's see. What did I miss while I was gone? Let me just check real quick. I missed talk about the Omen. Really? I love the Omen. Dave, what's going on, brother? I saw you come in right as I was having to run out real quick. Are you on a live stream right now, Dave? Let's all do a live stream, break the internet. Hell yeah. Yeah, Jason, you know, I'm sorry about everything with your mom, you know. I'm here if you ever need anything, you know that. And I hope your mom does better. 100%, bro. Let's see. So what stream are you actually on, Dave? Are you on the, you're not on the Freaky Girls live stream, are you? What up, Callie? What's going on, brother? Oh, the Freaky Girls ended? Oh, really? You're streaming on yours? Huh, I didn't know that. Well, let me open another window and I'll put it on yours. Even though I don't know if I can listen to it because I only have one set of headphones. And I don't want to get it all feedbacky. But I can definitely switch back and forth and check that out. Shake, shake, shake. Shake, shake, shake. See, when you were a diabetic and you love Hawaiian Punch, you buy those little Hawaiian Punch water thingies. We could have streamed together, but I didn't know he was going to do it. And I was just planning on coming on mine tonight. The only way I could get him on mine is if I stop my stream and switch to my laptop, which I can do. But, yeah, because right now I could get him on here on my phone, but then it would only have his audio. Or it'd only be my audio. I don't know. For some reason, when I do a live stream from my phone, I can't get other people in. I don't think. So I didn't set this up as a I can only share the thing that it's on. I can't share the thing. He has the volume up on all of them now. That's funny. I'm sorry, guys. I didn't know Dave was going to stream. Dave, I apologize, brother. I didn't realize you were going to be on tonight. I love Frontiers, Andrew. That is so, so good. Absolutely love Frontiers. Yeah, Dave, buddy, I'm sorry, bro. I didn't realize you were streaming. So. Huh, that's funny. That's cool, dude. You got my stream up on yours. I'm about to type something on yours. That's funny. Oh, Cannibal Holocaust poor turtle. Inside. I was talking about that earlier today. All right, R&D. I'll see you later in a little bit, Ron. I was talking about Inside earlier. Callie, you're not into foreign films? I do recommend Inside. That is just, absolutely freaking intense. That's a really good movie. Why is this sitting there? Oh, yeah. Oh, whatever. I still need to see the remake of Martyrs. I have it sitting over here. I haven't watched it yet. I still need to watch that. I owe Scott a lot of thanks, and I owe him a lot of reviews still. He sent me so many titles. I'm trying to, get to them, but I'm trying to do other stuff. I'm trying to do so many different things right now. I'm switching back and forth between mine and Dave's just to see what Dave is doing. I think that's funny that... Oh, that's cool, Dave. Dave has like his window up, and then it's like all these other windows of himself, and he's waving his hand, and it's like just tons of his hand. That's cool. So... That's funny. Anyways, sorry, back to my own chat here. Uh-oh. I love anime. I watch all kinds of anime. That's, what I love anime. Very much. But the anime that I like is not like the anime everybody else likes. It's like the, it is some of the anime that everybody else likes. I don't like all the mainstream stuff, all like the Dragon Ball Z's and all that kind of stuff. I like, the stuff that's a little more graphic, a little more violent. A lot of the older stuff. Absolute favorite anime. That's a tough one. My absolute favorite anime movie is Wicked City. I love Wicked City. Great fucking movie. Basically, monster film on anime. Which one weren't you impressed with, Jason? Oh, Martyrs? Let's see. Perfect Blue, yes, I have seen Perfect Blue. A long time ago, but I have seen it. Vampire Hunter D, I have both of them. I love that movie. I also have the video game for Dreamcast for... No, I'm sorry, that's not the right one. I got the video game for PlayStation 1, and then for Sega Dreamcast, even though I don't have a Sega Dreamcast, I have the Berserk game. You definitely need to see Wicked City. Oh my god. That is just like awesome. Hey, my wife's in the chat. Yay. She could come and sit in here with me if she wanted to. But, what's up, Terry? How's it going? Streamception. Cool. Let's see. Yes, Vampire Hunter is amazing. Those are both amazing. One of my absolute favorites is Hellsing. Now there's two different Helsings. There's the Ultimate Helsing, and then there's the regular Helsing, or the first Helsing. Uh, I love the Ultimate, but I like the first one better because I like the English dub. Because they use real British and English actors, and it's based in England, and it sounds and looks amazing. And I love Alucard. He's such an awesome character. In fact, that right there is a Helsing tapestry. So, let's see. Akira is awesome. Ninja Scroll. The series is good. The movie is great. I love the movie Ninja Scroll. Absolutely love it. So many good ones. Golgo 13, The Professional. I have not seen Skycrawlers. Yeah, Ninja Scroll's gory as hell. I love it. I love good gory stuff. I love Wicked City is kind of a horror one, and it's really, really good. And then American, almost anime style, kind of ish. HBO Spawn, love that, love it, love it, love it. Berserk. If you haven't seen Berserk, the original 16 episode series and the new movies that they're doing, both are amazing. Once again, I like the original just a little bit better because I like the English versions. It's one of the few that I watch in English. The live action Wicked City is not near as good as the anime. I also like one called City Hunter, which has like 500 episodes in Japanese, which is very rare. Usually the big shows that get more than 26 episodes in Japanese anime are the shows that are done for American audiences, like Dragon Ball Z and Naruto and bullshit like that. Robotech. Robotech was one of the first. Love Robotech. But once again, the only reason I got so many episodes was because it was popular over here in America. And the American companies invested to get more episodes. Most Japanese anime series only run 13 to 26 episodes. And every once in a while they'll do a sequel or second season of, once again, 13 to 26 episodes. It's very rare that a Japanese only one, which is what City Hunter is, got a more than episodes in that. And something really cool about it is it had a live action movie starring Jackie Chan. And yet, though, the live action movie was not near as good as the series, they totally changed what he's obsessed with. In the show, he's obsessed with sex, and in the movie, he's obsessed with food. I think it would be cool if ICP did an animated series. In fact, there is some ICP animated stuff out there for like their music, some music videos, things like that. But yeah, I think it would be really cool if they did some animated stuff. If you ever saw ICP Theater on Fuse, that was really good. ICP Theater on the Fuse channel was really good. It was kind of like Beavis and Butthead back in the day, where they watched like music videos and stuff and talked and made fun of them. They had special guests and stuff like that. It was really good. Let's see. That's a good one. I have a whole book filled with animes over there. I could like pull them out and just go through it. One of my favorite anime series is one called Those Who Hunt Elves. And it's a comedy series, but I love it. It's so funny and so good. I'm getting joined here. She's coming to visit.
Okay.
Oh, let's see. What were we talking about? Anime. Yes, we were talking about anime. Man, since I started talking about anime, I've lost 4 people out of the chat. What's up with that? Yeah. But anime is not your cup of coffee. That's cool, bro. I mean, it's all just up to people. But like I said, the animes I like are the ones that are basically like rated R or more, are really violent and stuff like that. When I was a kid, the first anime I ever saw was Astro Boy. When I lived in Germany, it used to come on TV over there in German. Danny, what is your favorite horror movie? Andrew Bellino wants to know.
I don't really watch horror.
Hey, Ron. Ron's back. Yeah, Danny's not really into horror.
I like Chucky, Bride of Chucky.
I don't know if you can hear her, guys. Can you hear her?
I like Bride of Chucky.
She likes Bride of Chucky. What's your favorite movie?
My favorite movie?
Yeah, just your favorite movie. They say they can hear you.
Ant-Man versus the Wasp and Aquaman. I like.
Those are your favorite movies of all time?
Yeah.
That's not your favorite movie of all time. What's your favorite movie of all time?
That is my favorite movie.
No,
of all
it's
time.
not.
Anything with that hot guy in it?
Yeah,
that's
whatever.
my favorite movie. Aquaman.
Yeah, that's Mrs. Bronco. That's my wife. Well, she says that her favorite's Ant-Man and the Wasp and Aquaman. But I don't think that's what it was before. But whatever. Yeah, she likes all kinds of stuff. So what was it before Aquaman? That's what Andrew wants to know.
Probably Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Oh, ouch. Really? It's, Ron says that I married out of my league.
Thank you.
Probably true. Probably. You know, our friends because we used to work together. That's how we met. We worked in the prison together.
Yeah, we met.
And yeah, we met in prison. But our friends used to be like, "How are you two together? She's like so nice, sweet, and innocent, and you're the devil." So. Do you like the deathmatch wrestling? That depends on what you mean by deathmatch wrestling. If you're talking about like the old stuff, and no, I used to. I don't anymore. If you're talking about like the, yeah, Joe, sure. I've seen pictures of you and your wife. I think you married out of your league too, buddy. I don't know, because I know that there's like some new stuff that people are calling deathmatch wrestling that I really haven't looked into much. But I like the old Japanese stuff, you know, the stuff like Terry Funk and all used to do. That stuff was crazy. I mean, they did some crazy stuff. Yeah. I'll tell her myself, Jason. Yeah, I do the same thing. My wife's cool like that. She just slaps me and gets on with it. You know.
I agree with Andrew. That would be a cool place.
Yeah, that's why I was thinking about it when I did my thing on the slasher tag. Joe, you need to see what Joe... No, you don't. It'll break your camera. Sorry, Joe. Just playing. Joe's a good-looking guy. Better looking than I am. Picked up heavy metal at Walmart. Was surprised. What were you surprised about? Have you never seen it before? Did you like it or not like it? I love heavy metal. If you've never seen Heavy Metal 2, a lot of people pan that one, but I love Heavy Metal 2000. Well, it's Heavy Metal 2, but it's called Heavy Metal 2000. I love that movie. Yeah, I love heavy metal. I think it's amazing. But Heavy Metal 2000, I think I always liked a little bit more. I love that movie. I love, crap, I forgot her name. The girl who plays the main character in that. She's basically kind of a horror sleaze queen, the sci-fi queen. You know, she was the one that you always wanted to look good in, like, you know, big boobs and stuff like that, and her, you know, all her, like, space outfits and stuff like that. You know, and I love it. Julia Stein. Steen? No, I can't remember how you pronounce her name. Oh, I love her. She's amazing. And she's, like, so hot. I mean, or at least she was back in the day. She's like old now, I guess, but is she really? She's married to Eastman? I didn't know that. Oh, dude, ICP has their entire own wrestling company. They actually have a wrestling company. They do Bloody Mania every year at the Gathering, and they actually do like shows and they go around. They have a company. They do all kind. They put out DVDs all the time of their shows and stuff. They were doing live stream shows and they were doing pay-per-views too for a while. But then they just started doing them on DVD again, I think. But yeah, they have an entire company. It's actually pretty successful. They do pretty good with it. It's a lot of fun. What's No Such Place? Oh, what is my opinion for the worst place for a slasher to be set? Space. Definitely space. And that being said, I love Jason X. I really, really love Jason X. But I think space, it just, well, I mean, it depends on what kind of slasher we're talking about. Then again, I mean, like, if it's an alien slasher, like Alien. Aliens is a slasher movie, in my opinion. Now, I say that now, but I've been saying for years that Alien is not a horror film, but that's just because I've never found it scary. So I never really considered it a horror film. But it does have all the characteristics of a slasher. And so, yeah, definitely space. But if you're talking about like a human slasher, or once a movie goes into space, it's pretty much dead. But I don't know. I really love the series as they've gone on. I like Leprechaun in space. It's not a good movie, but it's funny. I love Jason X. Oh, I don't think it's the worst. It's actually, if you James, I'm not sure if you were watching my channel back then, but go back and check out my ranking of the number or the Friday the 13th franchise, and it's actually pretty high up on mine.
I don't have that in hell.
Which one?
In hell?
In Hell.
The where, you know, in hell where the slashers go. Remember that movie?
From Hell?
Yeah.
The one about uh Jack the Ripper?
No, never mind. Forget it.
I'm not sure. A nursing home. I don't know, dude. Did you see Bubba Hotep?
Yeah, Jason Goes to Hell.
Oh, Jason Goes to Hell? That's terrible. But he wasn't actually in hell. It was just called Jason Goes to Hell.
Oh.
But did you see Bubba Hotep, man? That took place mostly in a nursing home, and that was funny as hell. I love Bubba Hotep. I don't know, man. Could you imagine an old geriatric slasher all rolling down the hallways in his wheelchair, coming after you on his cane?
That'd be a comedy.
You're right. That would be hard to watch. Not if it's another old person. You wrote a script for a horror slasher movie set in a nursing home, Joe? All my juggalos take off. I ain't seen them lately. Run, are you still there? How about you, Siznak? You still around? In regards to old people and horror, has anyone seen Cockney vs. Zombies? I haven't, bro. I just watched Jen's review of it today, and what she described, I've got to see that movie. I want to see that. I'm the streamer HD. Really, you're Omniscient Esquire's son, huh? I'll tell your dad I said hi. He is an awesome, awesome dude. Love that guy to death. Everybody, meet Omniscient Esquire's son. Oh, man. Yeah, your dad is one of my biggest supporters, and he's a really great friend. He's really awesome. So, oh, that's cool. He's driving you? That's awesome. So I don't know how old you are. I do a lot of cursing, so if you're like young, sorry. Um, let's see. I'm gonna give your channel a follow just so I can check it out. Dave, are you still there? Are you still streaming too?
No,
Dave
he
is.
quit. I'm gonna check out his channel for a little bit. I was just messing around.
When you start doing streams, let me know, buddy. I'll definitely check it out. I love watching video game streams. Well, actually, that's not technically true. It depends on what's being played. Um, oh, let's see. Okay, while I was over there doing, I missed some comments. Comment section's still going pretty quick. Joe, did you say what you wrote a script about? I didn't see that. Did you? Did I miss that? Dave's just watching now. Uh, you know what? Next time I do this, I'll just see if anybody wants to come on with me, and I'll start it up on my laptop. I may have to move to the bedroom because I'll have a better signal in there. For some reason, the laptop's not as good on signal as my mobiles are. Probably because it's not meant to be mobile, you know. But so yeah, you too, Streamer HD. Like I said, when you start streaming, let me know. I'll check out your videos. Tell your dad I said goodnight. Thank you, Scott, if you're hearing me. Thank you very much, brother. And I said it earlier in the stream. I owe you a lot of reviews still, and I'm trying to get to them. I would like to see that movie, Joe. If you need somebody to play in the movie, call me. I will love to do it. I want to be a victim or a killer, one of the two. And all I have to do is grow my hair out a little bit, and it'll make me look like 30 years older because I have no hair anymore.
I was about to say what hair?
Bite me. Mm. I think we could find a location for that. Bingo balls in the eye sockets. That's awesome. You should get with you and Dave should team up, man. You guys would make an awesome movie together. That'd be awesome. So I'm looking so much at the computer, my face is like down there, not even in the full frame. So, so what do you want to talk about next, guys? Once again, just a reminder: if you haven't done it already, go check out my contest. It's going on till the 31st, which is midnight. My time is when it is closed. So get your entries in if you want to enter. Joe, thank you for your entry. Um, Jason, thank you for your entry. Anybody else do an entry yet in here? I can't remember. I don't think so. Thank you guys very much. Definitely appreciate it. Best Indiana Jones, Last Crusade. Now, is it the best film? I don't know, but I love The Last Crusade. It's my favorite. It's got Sean Connery in it. How could it be beat? I mean, I really love The Last Crusade. I like the girl in it better, even though she's a Nazi. She's just prettier to me. Temple of Doom is really good. The only problem with Temple of Doom is Willie. And the only reason she's even in that movie is because at the time she was married to Steven Spielberg. Ugh. But yeah, I just love Temple. I love Last Crusade. I always have. It's my favorite one. I think it's the most fun. Um, yep, she was banging the director. It's the only reason she was in that movie. And but yeah, and I think that may have actually been the first Indiana Jones movie I saw too. I'm not sure about that though. Crystal Skull, I liked Crystal Skull. A lot of people give it crap, but I enjoyed it. I had fun with it. I thought it was good. I did think it was a little weak that it turned out to be aliens, but whatever. I think they could have done something different. It could have been like an ancient civilization or something. I love that fridge thing. That's cool, and I would be surprised if that actually worked. No, just kidding. But I liked Crystal Skull. A lot of people give it crap, but I liked it. It is my least favorite, but honestly, I think because we grew up with the originals. We grew up with all three of them. At least I did. You know, so they'll always be my favorites, no matter what is put out. It's just like in Star Wars. The top three are the top in my ranking. The original trilogy is the top of my ranking, but I do get a lot of crap for my favorite being Return of the Jedi instead of Empire Strikes Back. But that's okay. Return of the Jedi is my favorite movie, like ever. It's my favorite movie of all time. I mean, it's the one that I have this thing for conclusions. I like conclusions. Um, you know, when I read books, I love getting to the last chapters because I like seeing how everything turns out. So I can talk Star Wars, damn it. But anyways, okay, I won't talk Star Wars. I'm just saying that they'll always be my favorites, no matter. And I do love the other ones. I love what Disney has done. I don't care what anybody says. Disney has done a good job, and I like what they've done. But they'll never replace the originals. They just won't because that's what we grew up with. That's what we love. They're nearest and dearest to our hearts. Another example of that is the Friday the 13th franchise. I 100% believe that the best movie in the Friday the 13th franchise is the remake. Flat out, it's the best movie in the franchise. But my favorite one is part 6. It just is.
You give him a heart attack.
So, who'd I give a heart attack? I'm sorry, Jason. I wish they would release the original trilogy unedited. I agree. I also wish that. I have them on VHS. In fact, I just found another box set of them not too long ago. I did a find video on that a while back. I have those on VHS, and then I found lately I've been finding the original CBS VHSs of the movies. The only one I don't have is Return of the Jedi. And I've just been finding those at stores and buying them because I just want them. So, and today I found a box set of the Star Trek movies, the first 5 Star Trek movies, on a box set where if you put it together, it forms the Starship Enterprise. And I was going to buy it. It was $5 at the secondhand store, but I decided not to today because I just didn't want to spend that much. And I know it's only $5, but right now $5 is a lot for me. But I thought about picking it up just to have it, because it was kind of cool looking. But yeah. What makes the remake the best to me, Andrew? I love it. It's my second favorite movie in the franchise. I love that movie. I think it's so good. I love how Jason is full out Hunter Jason again. He's athletic. He runs. He's smarter. Um, I love. Uh, I love Derek Mears' portrayal. I think it has a better story. It takes the best elements of the first four movies and puts it together. I mean, I hate that one character. I hate Trent. I absolutely hate him, and I love watching him die. I think the kills are among the best in the franchise. Um, and I think they've done extremely well. And I just think it's a really well made movie, and it's beautifully shot. It looks so, so good. Well, but then again, Lucas released the original trilogy on DVD right before he sold it to Disney. A lot of people don't know that, but he did. He released it on DVD and you could buy it. It was under the title Star Wars Classics. And you could buy it, and you still can buy it if you want to pay $600 on freaking eBay for it. They do have it. It's a box set. Um, I love the way Jason gets the mask in the remake too. I really do. And I love that he takes a look at himself and it kind of gives that Michael Myers-esque tilt of his head when he's looking at himself in the mirror. Like, yeah, I look like I'm about to go fuck some people up. You know. Yeah, it's my second favorite movie in the franchise. I know a lot of people are going to cry foul to that, but I just really enjoy that movie. It's really good. And it's grown on me more and more. When I first saw it, it wasn't, but now it is. Um, I love Part 6, though. Part 6 is my absolute favorite. I have my big Part 6 poster right there. Laminated, actually. I actually had that poster laminated. I've had that poster since 10th grade. I got that in 10th grade from one of my best friends at the time. Like Part 2, not a big fan of Sackhead Jason. I'm just not. I know that's Jason's favorite. I always wonder how in Part 2, from Part 2 to Part 3, in Part 2, he's long haired and has a beard. And then in Part 3, he's totally bald, shaved, and everything else. But they are actually on the exact same night and the next day in the timeline. They're back-to-back films. They're totally back-to-back. I mean, between the time that he got fucked up in the end of 2 and then to the barn in Part 3 when he was hiding out, did he stop by a barbershop somewhere and get a haircut or what, I mean, I like Part 1 too. Part 1, I love that movie, but it's not as good to me as a lot of the others. And I cannot stand Alice. Talk about the most boring final girl in history. Ginny was awesome. Alice is terrible. Oh, she's just so boring. So, Vantum, you should go follow Hey Internet Eric here. He also loves Jason Goes to Hell. I mean, he loves it. Good buddy of mine, really good guy. Anybody that's not following, go check out Hey Internet Eric here. Really good guy. And if you're not following anybody in the chat, you guys follow each other. Give each other some, some love. Because everybody in this chat makes awesome videos and does awesome stuff. Part 3 Jason is a really good Jason. Really good Jason. My favorite Jason is CJ Graham. And my second favorite is Derek Mears. My least favorite is Kane Hodder, which everybody loves to give me shit about. But I'm sorry, Kane did nothing. He did nothing. He was a big guy. He walked slowly, and he did this. That's all Kane Hodder did in the entire franchise, at least until Jason X. He gave us just a little bit in Jason X. But that's all Kane Hodder ever did. I just don't get why people give him such veneration, Yes, Jason X is Kane Hodder's best performance as Jason. I I don't see why people say that Hodder gave it his all. I get that he loved the character. I get that you know, he did a good or he did a passable job. Do you know why they hired Ken Kazinger as Jason for Freddy versus Jason? It's because he was Kane Hodder's stunt double and he played the role exactly the way Kane Hodder did. I don't know why they didn't just get Kane Hodder, but still, you know, I mean, that's why they did it. I mean, and well, you know what? Ken Kazinger is the worst Jason. I'm sorry. He added absolutely nothing. All he did was do a impersonation of Kane. So, yeah. Kane is damn good as Victor Crowley. I like Kane Hodder and a lot of stuff. I just not a big person of him and Jason. You are my favorite Jason. But you don't wear a hockey mask and kill people. Or do you? Oh, I got somebody new in the chat. Neat Gore, what up, buddy? I just subscribed to Neat Gore a little bit ago. New Blood is your favorite? I really. New Blood is not a bad movie. Well, it's kind of a bad movie. Jason, the look of Kane Hodder's Jason in part 7 is an absolutely awesome look. It looks really good. But that movie is just so forgettable. And yeah, that's what I was going to say. I would love to see an uncut version of that film, and there is one out there. It has not been released yet, but there is one out there. The MPAA totally butchered that movie, completely butchered it. It had the potential to have the best kills in the franchise at the time, and they just completely butchered it and made it terrible. I'm really not huge on the whole, you know, Carrie versus Jason angle, but yes, exactly. He got progressively dumber. And that's why I liked the remake so much. They brought back a smarter Jason, and he was, like I said, he was athletic. He was a hunter, and I like Hunter Jason more than I like Zombie Jason. And that's one of the reasons too why I like Part 6. Part 6 was like perfectly balanced. He was just back as a zombie, but he was still a hunter. And Bill brings up an awesome point in our review of that movie. C.J. Graham is an ex-military person, okay? He was in the military. If you watch the part where he stabs the fence post through the car and the girl is in it, he follows her with that fence post because that is his military training kicking in. He followed her with that fence post. He was an absolute awesome hunter. And she actually got hurt in that scene. She actually got stabbed by the fence post thing. So, yeah, I love that one. I love part 6. Friday the 13th is not my favorite series. I like it a lot. I do like it a lot. But it is probably it's my least favorite out of the big 3. And it's my out of the big 5, it's my 4th favorite. I do love it a lot. I just like the others a lot more. That's all. Um, but yeah, it's funny that I don't have a Halloween poster or a Freddy poster or a Chucky poster, but I do have a Friday the 13th poster. But that was, I mean, it was kind of chance. You know what I mean? I want to get a new Halloween poster. I want to get the new one. I really want the poster of that. Uh, A Nightmare on Elm Street was my favorite franchise growing up. It was my favorite growing up. Halloween has been my favorite franchise now. Nightmare on Elm Street is my second. Child's Play is my third. And out of the big 5, Friday the 13th is my fourth.
Okay, chocolate is in 4.
Grindhouse, what's going on, brother? What's going on? Yeah, I love the Child's Play series. In fact, I will probably be putting up my first Child's Play review tomorrow. Maybe. I want to get my Slashback Saturday some time to breathe. Everybody, give Grindhouse a big hello. Grindhouse is finally back. He had some issues some personal things he had to take care of, and he is finally back on YouTube, and I am so glad to see him back. I think you did mention that, Andrew, that Child's Play was the first one you ever saw. I think you mentioned it in one of your videos. Um, I believe I remember you saying something about that. The first horror movie I remember seeing, and I'm not sure if it is the first one I saw, but the first one I remember seeing is is A Nightmare on Elm Street 3. That's the first one I remember seeing. And I also remember that it gave me nightmares. And here's a story I've never told anybody. We were living in Germany at the time that movie came out. And there was an older kid. I was young. I don't remember how old I was, but I was young. You know, 7, 8, 9. I lived there I lived there from the time I was like 6. Was it 6? I don't remember. I moved there in 1986. We moved, wait, was it? No. We moved there in 1985. We moved there in 1985. I was 4 years old, and we stayed there until 1991. We stayed there for almost 7 years. It was almost full of 7 years. Because we moved there in the beginning of 1985, and we moved to home in 1991 at the end of the year. So I was,
11?
Yeah, about 11, almost 12 years old when we moved back, almost. And I've never told anybody this before, but there was this kid, this older kid, I don't remember his name or anything, but he made a homemade Freddy glove. And he chased all of us. We were out there in the playground playing. In Germany, you're in the military housing, it's these big giant apartment buildings. And it goes parking lot, building, playground area, picnic area, all that kind of stuff, like a really nice recreational area. Building, parking lot, building, recreational area, like that, you know. And he came running around with this homemade Freddy glove on. Scared the shit out of me, dude. I literally ran away crying. I mean, I was what, 6 maybe? I don't know. And oh man, it scared the crap out of me. And I didn't think about that. I have not thought about that till like 3 weeks ago. I was watching something and it made me remember that. So yeah, that. And then when I was a kid and ever since, until I was about 19 years old, I had a reoccurring dream about Freddy Krueger. I had it every single year. And it was my dad and I were walking home, and right as we were getting to the porch, Freddy had been following us the whole time, and it's dark out. And right as we got to the porch, Freddy's glove comes down and is about to slice into me, and that's when I would wake up. But the dream never scared me. The dream was, the dream was, it was good. I liked the dream. I don't know why. I always liked the dream. I've always enjoyed my nightmares. To me, nightmares that bother me are things that are real, that happen like to my family or something like that. Those kind of dreams bother me. But nightmares about like monsters and movies, that stuff's cool. I like that, you know. Used to have reoccurring dreams about Pinhead. Yeah, Andrew, the first I remember seeing you have the word dream tattooed across your chest. That's cool, dude. I remember seeing my very first horror movie that I remember seeing is A Nightmare on Elm Street 3. But I don't know if that's actually the first one I saw. But I think the reason I remember it as being my first is I saw it in theaters. My pops took me to it, and I saw it in theaters. And he also took me to see RoboCop 2 in theaters. And I thought that was funny that my dad used to take me to those kind of movies. But I was a mature kid, I guess. I knew the difference between real and fake and right and wrong. So I got to watch a lot of things that a lot of other kids didn't. You guys want to know the first movie that I remember that gave me a nightmare too, though? Like, really, that gave me a nightmare that I was scared of? You guys are going to laugh at me. I know you are. Don't you dare make fun of me. No, I don't care. You can make fun of me if you want. 1987's Masters of the Universe.
Oh, I forgot about you telling me that.
I love that movie. I know how bad it is. I know how cheesy it is, but I still love it. But the very last scene in the movie is when Skeletor rises out of the pit and it's just his skull and all that bubbling pit water is around him or whatever. Right? It's just his skull and he's like, I'll be back. I watched that with my friend Aaron. It was Aaron and Aaron. His name was Aaron. His sister's name was Aaron. We watched that movie when it came out on VHS, okay? We were living in Germany, and here's something a lot of people don't know about the military, back in those days at least. It might not be true anymore, but back in those days, military personnel got movies early, okay? If you were military personnel living outside of the U.S., we got movies early because a lot of times we didn't get the chance to see movies in theaters. We also got pay-per-views for free, like wrestling pay-per-views. We got all that stuff for free on the Armed Forces Network. Okay, so we got movies early. We got that movie on VHS before it even came out on VHS. We got it when it was in theaters. They had specially made VHSs that they gave to military families. And I don't even think they had cover art on them. They were just the movie on VHS, and that was it, if I remember correctly. And my dad would get them because my dad was in charge of certain things like that, like requisitions and stuff like that in the military for a while. That was one of his posts for a while. And he got that, and we were watching it at my friend Aaron's house. And then I went home to my parents at night, and I had a dream about it, and I woke up screaming, and I literally fell off my top bed of my bunk bed. I was on the top bunk and I fell off. And I ran around the whole house turning on all the lights and I couldn't find my parents. This is back in the 80s in Germany. There is no crime. Like none. Okay? They were at the next door neighbors having drinks and having a good time. While we were sleeping. They didn't think we'd wake up. And I was freaking out because I couldn't find my parents. So, anyways, sorry, James. I apologize if you're getting tired of me talking about this. My favorite Terminator 2. Easily. Terminator 2. Terminator 1 is amazing. I love Terminator 1. But Terminator 2 is just, that's the one I love. Terminator 3 was okay. Terminator Salvation was okay. Terminator Genesis was better than Terminator Salvation. But Terminator Genesis was not that good either. I was just glad to see Arnie back. A lot of people prefer the original, and that's really awesome. I really liked part 2. Dude, I love Tales from the Crypt. I have all the movies. I have Demon Knight. I have Bordello of Blood. And what was the third movie? I have it too, but I can't remember what it was called. Can't remember what it's called, but I have it. Okay, how did I just go from... I had like 10 thumbs up, and now it says I have 0. Did everybody take their thumbs up away? What is up with that? How did I go from 10 thumbs up to 0? What the fuck? Oh, now it says 12 again. Whatever. YouTube's being weird again, guys. Ritual, yes, thank you. I have that one too. Yes. Leprechaun series, love it. Absolutely love it. I was actually going to be reviewing that right away, but I decided to do Child's Play first because myself and Horror Metal were going to do a collaboration on the Leprechaun series. But he announced today that he may be taking a break. So I don't know what's going to go on there. I'm going to talk to him. And if he's not going to be back for a while, I'm going to do Leprechaun after I finish Child's Play. That's for sure. Oh, Andrew, you got to see the Leprechaun movies, bro. They are awesome. They are so awesome. Horror comedies, but just absolutely fun. Everyone but Origins. Origins is terrible. Leprechaun 3 is your favorite? I like Leprechaun 3 quite a bit. My favorite was Leprechaun 2. I gotta say though, man, I really loved this new one, Leprechaun Returns. I loved it. I wouldn't call them straight comedy because they're definitely horror films. They're gory as hell. I mean, they're really good. But that's my opinion. I love the Leprechaun franchise. I absolutely love them. Returns is good, man. I loved it. My second favorite horror movie of this past year. Absolutely loved it. And it's the first movie I've ever actually paid to stream. I don't pay to stream movies usually, but since it's the only way to watch it, I paid to stream it. Really good movie. I've seen the first two Leprechauns. I didn't like the first one. I thought the second one was okay. So one I need to. If it's not your cup of tea, you may not like it. If you don't like those particular type of movies, you might not like it. You really might not. I personally love them. I love them, but that's just me. So, the only one I don't like is Origins, and it's because it is a complete departure from this franchise, and I hated it. It's just terrible. There is a Blu-ray set of all of them out except for Returns. Returns is not in it. I actually bought my set right before they released that Blu-ray set. Because they re-released it with Origins in it, and I had just bought all the movies on the DVD box set. I also gave the box set on DVD away for my first subscriber contest. What's up, James? What up, brother? Real James Grimm in the house, guys. If you do not follow his channel, you should. He has an awesome channel. He does awesome giveaways. He makes custom masks. He makes custom Michael Myers masks. And they are amazing. In fact, if I ever get the money, I'm going to see if he can make me a custom mask. The Child's Play reboot Grindhouse, we talked about it earlier, but I'll go over it again because you weren't here. Hate it. Absolutely hate the idea. I'm so pissed about it too. It's such a cash grab. I don't like it at all. I don't like what they're doing. And it's not going to be Child's Play. It is a totally different film. The only reason it's even called Child's Play is because they want the money. That's all. They want the money that the title will bring in. Try watching Leprechaun 4, then Life Force. I might have to try that. But yeah, I love the Leprechaun franchise. I do. It's one of my absolute favorites. It even made my top 10 franchises, which surprised a lot of people, but I love it. So, let's see, what else can we talk about? You know what? Oh, excuse me. Sorry, guys. I think that's where I saw Life Force 2 back in the day. I was going to say, it was either on Cinemax or HBO. I like Leprechaun in the Hood, but I like Leprechaun in the Hood 2 better. I like him rapping in Leprechaun in the Hood. I thought it was hilarious. Yeah, everybody, if you're not following each other, if you want some good content, everybody in this chat makes good content. So check everybody out, definitely. And if you haven't seen Leprechaun Returns, that is awesome. You got to see Leprechaun Returns. Maniac 2 rap his boss. Yeah. Hey, Jason, I appreciate you coming in, man. I really do. Much love, brother. I know it's late where you are. It's what? It's 1 o'clock there almost? Almost 1 o'clock where you're at? Good night, brother.
Good night, Jason.
Danny says good night if you didn't hear. Everybody has stuff to kill time. Yeah. Yep, a friend with weed is a friend indeed. Except, I don't put anything in my lungs anymore, guys. I've said this a million times, so a lot of you know. I had a pulmonary embolism almost 2 years ago, and nothing goes in my lungs anymore. Nothing. But air. James was making a Myers mask and it ended up looking like Cross. Oh, that is so funny. That's awesome, dude. Well, I love that. What was it? Part 4? No, it was part 6. Part 6 or part 4 when you had James. Absolutely love that one. And yeah, I just absolutely loved it. Well, I used to be a smoker. I was a smoker for years, from the time I was about 14 to what, 29, 28, when you and I got married.
When we got married.
Yeah, she quit me. She made me quit when I got married.
Bad for you.
You've never been drunk before, Andrew. You're an Australian. How can you not drink? Sorry, is that a negative stereotype? Hey man, to each their own, dude, for real.
You're Irish.
Yeah, I know, and I embrace that stereotype. What are you talking about? I like drinking. But yeah, I was a pretty heavy smoker for a lot of years. And I smoked a lot of weed too back in the day. It's a pretty true stereotype. Same thing with the Irish. We're all drunks. Germans too. Germans love their beer. I mean, and I'm German Irish, so you know.
You don't drink as much as you used to.
No, I do not drink near as much as I used to. In fact, I was thinking about having a beer tonight, but I haven't because I don't know if I'm going to go to church tomorrow or not. I'm planning on going to church, so I'm drunk since I'm underage. Really? I didn't know that. I didn't know you were underage. Oh, crap. Oh, my phone came unplugged and I'm down to 15%. I didn't realize that. Oh, well, I plugged it in. It should last for a while. But I don't know. Probably not going to be on too much longer. I've been on for 2 hours. I'm Italian. I'm used to stereotypes too. Yeah. Before you go to church, grab your crucifix. Not really a crucifix type of person. That's just me. I'm not really into symbology, or symbolism, whatever. What is the symbology behind that? Symbolism. The word you're looking for is symbolism. For those of you that don't know, that is a Boondock Saints reference. Oh no, dude, I don't mind. I don't care. Believe me, dude. I don't get offended by that, not at all. Oh yeah. Oh man, my freaking foot is killing me tonight, guys. I don't know if you can hear that popping, but that's my ankle. I have like weird problems with my foot these days. I don't know what the hell is wrong with it. I have to like pop my toes My toe bones feel all weird now. I feel
Old
stiff.
age.
I always feel stiff. So weird. Thought you had a dog. I do. I have 3 dogs actually, but they're all outside. You haven't been to church since you were kids. You're not religious. I'm not religious either. I'm spiritual, but I'm not religious. Religion is a trap. Religion is man-made.
I agree.
I have faith. I have beliefs. I believe in the Bible, but I don't believe in like any one particular set of a church or anything like that. I go to a church, but that's because, and I actually spent a lot of time finding a church I wanted to go to. I go to a non-denominational church that is quite a bit different than most churches. Um, and they don't kill you for having a different opinion. You know what I mean? The Omen, Brad, the Omen. I love the Omen. That is such one of my favorite. I wouldn't go that far. The church isn't evil. There's a lot of good the church does in the world. But the Christian church as it is right now does have a lot of issues, and it's gotten a really bad, there's a lot of reasons for that. There's a lot of crap that goes on in everything. I mean, that's just humanity, man. Humanity is just full of it. As a whole. We really are. Anyways, I really don't feel like getting into a big old religious debate. See, that's what I'm talking about, though. What you're right there, Ron. That Joel Osteen crap, that guy's not a Christian. That guy's a guy who wants money.
That guy's evil.
He's a rich bastard who doesn't, it's just, that's bullshit. That's not what Christianity is about. All this crap that people shout people down from the pulpits and all that stuff that give Christians such a bad name, that's what Christianity is about. Christianity is about love and about saving people. It's not about damning people. Everybody quotes John 3:16, right? You too, Grindhouse. I love you, brother. No Trump talk. Huh. I voted for him, right? How many people are going to unfollow me because of that one? Anyways, though, yeah. Everybody quotes John 3:16. John 3:16 says, "For God so loved the world, he gave his only begotten son." But they never finish the rest of the passage.
There is one church that doesn't follow that. That's the Pentecostal church.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just saying that nobody ever finishes that. Nobody ever finishes that passage. The rest of the passage says, "For Jesus did not come to condemn the world, but to save it." And that's what people forget. We're not here as, like myself, as a Christian. I'm not here to, you're going to hell because you're doing this or you're doing that. That's crap, man. Such crap. Anyway, sorry. Let's get back to some like movies. Anyway, yeah, that shit pisses me off. Christians piss me off almost as much as Star Wars fans.
Piss yourself off?
No, I'm not talking about those kind. Not me. I'm talking about the asshole Star Wars fans. Anyways. Hey, Jason's gone. I could talk about Star Wars now. And with you. I like The Last Jedi. Hey, Adam, what's going on, brother? Good to see you, man. Star Wars fandom is split right now. You're right. It is split right now. It's split between the people like me who have a brain and all the dumbasses.
Dad. That's a lie.
I don't care if it's nice or not. It's the truth. You know why I voted for Trump? Because if we would have gotten Hillary, we would all be dead right now. I'm sorry. We have had nothing but the lesser of two evils for the last 6 elections. We haven't had a good president since freaking Clinton. And yeah, I liked Clinton. I'm not a Republican. I don't vote for a party. I vote for who I think it does a better job. And I liked Clinton as president. We had a good thing going under Clinton. But I'm a child of the 90s. I didn't like Obama. I thought Obama was a terrible president. But, and a lot of people give Obama all this praise for things he had nothing to do with. And they also give Trump a lot of crap for things that Obama did. Okay, I don't want to get all into it, but like I said, I used to work for the prisons, right? I worked for a prison that processed immigration inmates. Obama deported more people than any other president in history. But anyways, okay. Yeah, I don't want to get into politics. I'm sorry. I apologize. I don't want to get all into that. I've already lost like 15 people just talking about between anime, religion, and politics. I just lost 15 people from watching the stream. Yeah, I get you, especially with the shutdown and all lately. Yeah, I used to work for the government. Don't tell me about the shutdown and how it's never happened before. This never would happen under Obama because it did multiple times. Yeah, don't even get me started. Anyway, sorry. I apologize, guys. I really do. Apologize. Where are you from, James? I didn't know you weren't from America. Where are you from? No, the other James. I love Australia. I love Australia too. I wish I lived there.
I don't see Australia.
Canada? Man, you're really going to unfollow me.
Nice.
I blame Canada in a lot of my videos. Actually, James, I have a lot of friends that are Canadian, and I actually used to live in Canada myself for a time. But I just love making fun of my Canadian friends and having fun with them, especially since I love South Park. It's hilarious. And I like the fact that you guys put maple syrup on everything. It's the best country. I don't know about that. Wait, which part of Canada do you live in before I say anything? I'm just playing, dude. I'm Canada's a cool place. I have no problem with Canadians. I just love messing with my friends from there. That's all. I just lost somebody. Please tell me you didn't just leave, James, because I was talking about Canada. Southern Ontario, that's all I'll give. Oh, that's okay. I'm not asking for like your home address or anything, you know. I live in New Mexico. I'll tell you exactly where I live. I'll put my home address out there.
No,
It
you
doesn't
will
bother me.
not.
I've done it like a million times. Haven't you seen my videos?
No, there's some stalkers on here.
I don't care. Let them show up. I live in Moriarty, New Mexico. I'll even give you directions to the house if you want it.
You got a messenger.
You want to stalk me, Andrew? Yeah. People can show up at my front door. They don't mind having a 45 put in their face. They can show up.
That was only one time, Brad.
Yeah, I am a stereotypical American. I will say that for sure. I am a beer-loving, gun-cleaning, God-fearing son of a bitch.
Okay, you redneck.
Not guns. Yeah. What up, Danny boy? What's up, brother? What you up to, man? Yeah. Yep. I'm one of them peoples. What can I say? I haven't seen Wolf Creek 2 yet, bro. In fact, I've been really busted lately. So the only new movie I've bought in like forever, well, it's basically since Christmas, was and I haven't bought any movies for myself since for Christmas, but for other people. The only new movie I bought for myself lately is Halloween. I've been looking at like all the all the uh thrift stores and things like that. But I haven't come across a copy of it yet. I need to get on eBay and just grab one. because I really, really do want to see it. That's cool, bro. I'm glad you stopped in. Thank you. Appreciate that. Um, I really do need to see it, dude. I really do. I want to so bad. Do I have Stan? No, I don't have Stan. Speaking of countries, what's my favorite Rocky? Rocky 3, which I found out recently, I guess is an unpopular choice. But Rocky 3 has always been my favorite. Oh, what? Oh, okay. I thought Stan was a movie. What's Stan? I'm not sure what that is. I think I don't remember what the Wolf Creek series came on over here. Um, yeah, I don't. I'll look into it, brother. I'll see if I can find that. I'll check that out. Is it just an Australian thing or is it like a worldwide thing? Um, I love Rocky 3 because I guess, well, one, I'm a big wrestling fan, and growing up, I was a huge Hulk Hogan fan. So I loved the fact that Hulk Hogan was in the movie. I also liked Mr. T a lot, but the more I've watched him now, I realize that I love the story of 3 the most. Okay, Rocky in 3 has to deal with two huge issues. He has to deal with Mickey's death, and he has to deal with the way it affected him in his first championship loss. And I really like that part of it. I like the Apollo training him part. I really enjoyed that part of the movie. I loved it. I really liked that movie. Always have. Um, part one and two are definitely awesome movies. Part one is probably the best movie in the franchise. But yeah, three is my favorite. Oh, Stan is Australian. That sucks. I'm sure I'll find it. Maybe it's on Shutter or something. I don't know. I was thinking about looking into Shutter. I don't have Shutter, but I'm thinking about looking into it. I hear it's only like $4 a month, so you know. Um, yes, the Rumble is tomorrow. I believe tomorrow at around noon, Adam Daly, well, noon his time, so that'd be 11 o'clock my time. Yeah, Adam Daly is doing a live stream, and I am in the league that he is doing, and I sent him my predictions for the Rumble. Sorry. I feel like I had a tickle on the edge of my nose. Shut up. There was like something tickling my nose, and I couldn't get rid of it. Um, Balor's not gonna win, dude. It's gonna be Brock. They're not gonna give the title to Balor. Not from Brock. They won't. From somebody else they will, but not from Brock. And I'm pretty sure they're gonna set up for Brock versus Cena. So yeah, I'm not. I don't think it's gonna be Balor. No. Rocky 5 is unwatchable to me. I can watch it, but I don't like it, and it doesn't make a lot of sense. I get that they were trying to bring it back to the roots of part one, kind of, but why the hell would Rocky leave Paulie in charge of his money? And then Paulie wasn't even there, so how did the money get gone? I mean, that didn't make any sense to me. You know, I part five just didn't make a lot of sense. But I don't know. Actually, I thought the street fight was the best part of the movie. But that's just my opinion. I hear there's a street fight in the new one, but in Creed 2 between Rocky and Ivan. But I haven't seen it yet, so I have it out there on the thing. It's out there. I need to watch it. That's a really good movie. I guess it's out there. But yeah, I haven't seen the new one yet, so oh, I hear it's really good though. Everybody talks about how excellent it is. Yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing Balor win because I'm tired of Brock holding the title. Brock, if he's not going to be there full time, shouldn't be the champ. And I like Brock as a wrestler. I mean, the guy is freaking amazing, but I don't think so because Lesnar's contract with WWE runs through 2021. But I don't know. That's just my
He didn't break it.
unless he breaks it or buys himself out of it.
Yeah,
You know, but I'm not sure. It's it is what it is.
Champ should be there full time, not just
Uh,
part time.
yeah, I think if you're gonna be the champion, you should be there full time, like my wife says. Who do I want to win the Rumble? I'm not sure. Yeah, Andrew, definitely, brother. I love chatting with you, man. I need to get you on something. I don't know what if you have any social media things or anything. I need to get you on something so we can just talk, man. For real. Uh, I my pick for the Rumble is Seth Rollins, but that's if Cena is not in it. I think if Cena's in the Rumble, they're going to make him or make sure he wins because they are trying to set up for Cena to have 17 championships. So, all right, James, you have a good night, brother.
Night, James.
So, I am not on Facebook, Andrew, but I do have the Facebook Messenger. So if you get on Facebook, just hook me up with your Messenger or your Facebook name, and I'll find you, and we can talk on Messenger. I don't do Facebook though. I'm not a Facebook person. I am on Twitter and I'm on Instagram and I'm on YouTube. I like Ambrose. He's kind of settled back into mid card though. A lot of those guys have. I've kind of wondered about it. Um, yeah, bro. Anything that'd be cool because I would definitely like to just talk to you on a regular basis. Anyways, good night, brother. You have a good one. Or actually, it's daytime for you guys, isn't it? Good day, right? Um, yeah, it's 11 o'clock here. I'm probably gonna end soon too because I want to watch a movie before I go to bed. Yeah, I just found Facebook to be a place full of drama. And all my family's on there, and I don't want my family on my social medias. That's just
Yeah,
me.
kinda, yeah.
It's 5:13 p.m. over there. Okay, cool. So does that make you like 15 hours ahead of us? Because it's 11:14 here, so 18 hours ahead from me. Anyways, you're 18 hours ahead of me. Huh. Yeah, you'd be 15 hours or 16 hours ahead of the East Coast, but you're 18 hours ahead of me. Hey, Terry, I didn't know you're still there. Awesome. I'm a night out too. I worked night shift for so long that I've been on days now for about 6 years, but I can't go to bed early. I just can't. That's just the way I am. Well, I mean, every once in a while I go to bed early if I'm really tired, but I'm surprised she's still up. She's usually in bed by now. You know, I don't like going to bed early. I like the nighttime. I like the peace. I like the quiet. You know, my kids are in bed. I got some time to not be screamed at. And it's not even, yes, dear, I know you're giving me that look. It's not that bad with my kids, but then again, too, I'm at work all day long. So, I come home, I'm at work, I spend some time with the family, and then, try to chill out and just relax. But, you're retired now, at home dad, huh? I wish. I wish I was retired. That's my goal, is to retire early in life. Oh, yeah. Well, guys, is there anything else anybody else would like to talk about? Anything in particular? Like I said, we had our Horror Hangouts live stream earlier today. If you ever miss the Horror Hangouts, you can catch us. We come on once a month over on Sean Urshan's channel. We do our Horror Hangouts live stream once a month. It's myself, Sean Urshan, Dave Maggot, Jen's Reviews from the Grave. Her son Christian joins her. Monty G. Hellhound, but he said he's going to take a break for a while. And yeah, we get together once a month and we do a live stream. And I decided to do an after party live stream. Hey Terry, you have yourself a great night. That's what Andrew was just talking about, was Wolf Creek the series. I haven't seen it yet. I want to see that, and I need to see part 2. I've only seen part 1, and I need to see the others. Yeah, James, let me get with Sean on it too. I know next month we're having Queenie Todd on. I know Queenie Todd is next month. I'm not sure if there's anybody set for after that. So let me get with Sean and the guys, and I will let them know that you want to be in. Dave, did you hear that? Were you there for that, or did you just come back? Have a good night, Jacob. Have a good night. I've been zoning out. I hear that. James, the real James Grimm, he would like to be on the Horror Hangouts. I know we're having Queenie Todd next month, but I'm not sure who's after that. So I figure I would talk to you guys and Sean and everybody to see if they would mind if he came on. I don't think anybody would. I'm just not sure who's scheduled right now. So just so that way Dave Maggot remembers too. So because I'll probably forget. I'll be sitting there, James, and be like, "Who was it that asked me if they could be on the stream, or said they wanted to be on the stream?" I'll never remember. I forget shit like that. What I'll do is I'll put it on the Horror Hangouts chat as soon as I'm done here, because we have a chat that we run to keep everybody going. So, I'll put it in my brain files. Hell yeah. Yes, I am on Twitter and I am on Instagram and of course on here. My Twitter is Bronco Weirdo because my old Twitter, Bronco Juggalo, got shut down by Twitter because they said I was mean to people. Basically, I cussed out a bunch of Star Wars people and they said I was being a bully. So they 3 striked me and I was out, I guess.
You're still out of Twitter?
So I had to make a new Twitter. No, this is a while back. I had to make a new Twitter, not this past Christmas, but the one before. So, Joe, I'm an asshole, dude. I really am. I have tried since I started this this YouTube journey to be nicer and be more open to other. Oh yeah, yeah. You can show off. You can send random.
is.
You can send random dick pics across Twitter, but if you have anything to say that's against what people like on there, you're fucked. But anyways, yeah, so my Twitter handle though is Bronco Weirdo. Yeah, I can be an ass, man. I really can. I can be a jerk. And I have very strong opinions, and I have a very high opinion of myself. And I'm trying to curtail that. I really am. I'm trying to, pull that back a little bit. And I've learned a lot of humility doing this too on YouTube, and um, just I don't know. I'm trying to be nicer, but also at the same time, there's a lot of people out there that are starting to piss me off, and I don't know if I want to be nice anymore. At least not to some people. Definitely gonna be nice to the people I like. That's for sure. I'm always nice to them. If I consider you friend or I consider you even acquaintance, I'm a loyal person. I'll have your back no matter what. That's just the way I am. But yeah. And then I also have an Instagram. My Instagram is Bronco Juggalo. It is, if you look up Bronco Juggalo Talks Movies on Twitter, you'll find me there too. I am there as Bronco Juggalo Talks Movies, but my thing is at Bronco Weirdo. But my Instagram is private, but if you hit me up with a request, I'll put it through. You don't all have to agree. You just all have to agree that my opinion is more important than yours. I'm just kidding. I'm just playing. And I'm also the type of person who, like I said, if you piss me off enough and tell me, oh, well, blah 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 blah, and start trying to, be a big old badass on the internet, I will flat out give you my home address and say, come and see me. I have no problem with that. I've done it quite a few times, and my wife's gotten mad at me.
Yes,
and nobody has yet to take me up on the offer. I even had one guy who Juggalos out there would know as CPN. He's a YouTube personality in the Juggalo community. He's an ass. He drove right through my town. I told him I'd meet him up right there on that, but he wouldn't take me up on it either. So, but yeah, if we all had the same opinion, that would be really boring.
Yeah, it would be.
So, but no. I get tired of hearing people bitch and whine and moan. And everybody, especially in America, man, it seems like these days the American motto isn't work hard and the American dream and all that kind of stuff like it used to be. Now it's who can we blame for our problems before somebody blames us? That's the American motto these days. Remember, in in South Park the movie where they're talking about blaming Canada, they're like, we better find something to blame before somebody blames us. They actually say that in the movie, and it's the exact truth. You have no idea how many truthful pearls of wisdom have come out of the mouths of South Park. I don't know, like, I'm not saying everything they ever said is right, but they have some, and the show has gotten very much more preachy and political over the years, but it's still hilarious. Yep. All the PC stuff is just such crap. I am not a PC person, but I do try a little bit more now to be a little more diplomatic, a little more tactful, and a little more respectful of other people's opinions that differ from mine. I try. Doesn't always work, but I try. R&D, you just said that you learned so much about movies from this community. Me too, man. Dude. All right, and I'm not trying to brag here. I know a lot about horror movies. I know a lot about horror movies. But I don't know near as much as I thought I did when I come on here. Joe is like, you want to know just about anything in horror, you ask that dude. There's a reason he calls himself the horror man. I mean, dude knows his shit. You know, I was shocked when I showed a movie Joe had never seen. I think he'd heard of it, but he'd never seen. When I talked about, you know, I was just like, I was shocked that I was like, and I thought it was awesome. I was like, ha, I know something he doesn't. Ha ha, yay. You know, I'm sorry, Joe. I didn't actually do that. I'm just, you know, but I was just like, man, Joe's knowledge of horror is just so intense. Jason's knowledge is huge. Dave, my God, Dave knows so much. Um, Especially about stuff that I've never heard of. You know, Joe, Dave, and Andrew and um, Jason, they've heard of things I've never even heard of. My knowledge is really big when it comes, especially to like the big horror titles. But um, but yeah, like you guys know stuff about movies. I thought I knew some obscure titles. Man, just watching Joe's channel makes me feel like a horror neophyte or a horror baby, you know, watching Joe's channel sometimes. It's so funny, you know, and I love it. I love that he's showing me my list of movies. Oh my God, guys, I have movies just everywhere written on pieces of paper in my book that I this right here is my book that I write all my notes for my reviews on. You know, that's my original book right there, this little blue one here. And then I've got all these papers in here now. All the reviews, all the stuff I've done, not all my stuff, like most of my stuff. This is my book. There's this card Sean sent me for Christmas. And this is what I write my notes and shit in. I have pages in here filled with movies I need to see. And most of them come out of freaking Joe's channel. You know? I've never seen Neon Maniacs, but at least I've heard of it. I just haven't seen it yet. Joe, I haven't watched Elves yet. I can't wait to put that in. I've just been so busy since I got your package. I really haven't watched any movies lately. With the exceptions of ones I've been doing reviews on. I got to watch those again. Even like Child's Play, even though I've watched it a million times and I can practically quote it, I still have to watch it again before I do my review just to make sure I got everything right. I started the holiday special. I haven't finished it. And then I took it over to Bill's and we're trying to figure out something. I really want to do a Mystery Science Theater 3000 thing, but it has to be where you can see it on the television. Ugh. Sorry, I had Italian food for lunch and for dinner, so I've got a little bit of indigestion. Um, we want to do a Mystery Science Theater 3000 but you have to be able to watch the movie with us. That's the whole point of it, you know? And so, I don't want to do a review on it. I want to literally do that. And well, see, here's the thing, Ron. Okay, my Alien versus Predator review and my Aliens reviews both got flagged automatically and banned worldwide. Okay, because I had the movies playing in the background. But we had also done that on Predator, Predator 2, Alien, Aliens 3, and we didn't get touched on any of those. But I realized what it was is because I had zoomed in on those two reviews. I zoomed in so you could see the TV better. And I got flagged on both of them and banned worldwide. I appealed both of them because in the laws it states that those are DVD copies. It doesn't state it like that word for word. But the things that are being shown on my television are DVD copies that I own. Therefore, I can put them on the TV and have them playing in the background because they're mine. I own them. And the rest of everything else in the video is my intellectual property. You know, so I actually won both of those disputes, and they put my videos back up. Now, it actually cut into the views on them, in my opinion, because people didn't get the notifications. Um, the other one that got banned, I thought it was funny, and I even made a video of it. It didn't get banned fully. It got banned in 26 countries. Was my Cabin in the Woods review. So then I did another one. I basically the exact same review, just took the clip out that got banned, and I called it what did I call it? I called it the one version. I changed the title on it to the the banned in 26 countries review, and then on the other one that I put up, I put something like edited version or something like that, you know. So I don't know, and it's not YouTube even that does it. A lot of people think it's YouTube. I mean, there are some things that YouTube will flag, like if you're showing nudity or something. And I've actually gotten away with that too. We had Friday the 13th Part 4 playing in the background, and when the twins are and all those people are skinny dipping, and you can very clearly see boobs. You can very clearly see boobs. But it's the companies that own the properties. They have programs that search for their stuff. You know, like okay, and Disney, not just Disney, but Lucasfilm was really big on that. On my Star Wars ranking, I put a crawl in my Star Wars ranking, and I used the Imperial March or the Star Wars theme on there. Okay, the opening Star Wars theme, not the Imperial March, the opening Star Wars theme. I bought that. I literally bought that and had permission to use it because I bought it from a thing that is made to be put on YouTube. That's owned by Disney. I bought it from them to use it. And I still got a copyright claim against it. But they let me keep it up as long as they can put ads on the videos. So right now, if you ever see any ads on any of my videos, it's because somebody else is making money off of me. And I really don't care because I like my videos to have their full content. Pretty soon, though, well, I don't know how soon, but when I get to 1,000, hopefully, if there's ads on my videos, it's because I'm making money off it. Not saying that that's my goal, but I'm not going to turn my nose up at it either because I would love to be able to make money doing this. And if I ever did get, 1 million followers, which I know will never happen, but say it did, and I could do this and this would be my job and I didn't have to do anything else, that would be amazing. I would love that, you know? So, but anyways, guys, it's getting late. I know my wife wants me to get off. I can tell just by looking at her. I really thank everybody that came in, everybody that's been here, everybody that's already left. Thank you guys very much for joining me tonight. If anybody else has anything they want to say real quick, just let me know. Pictures they won't get you on. They won't get you on pictures. And they won't get you on still frames usually either. So, but yeah. But anyways, guys, I really appreciate you guys. I love you guys so much. I appreciate your support. You guys are all amazing. And you've been really good to me. And thank you guys very much once again. Don't forget, if you want to enter my 400 subs contest, Adam, you did an entry, I think, right? Didn't you do it? You did do an entry. Yes, you did. That is open worldwide, guys. I will ship that stuff anywhere. Now, if it's going to cost me like $30 to ship, you're going to have to wait till my payday, but I will ship it to you. You know what I'm saying? So, enter the contest if you want. It's very simple. You can do it with a comment for one entry, or you can do it with a video for 2 entries. So, and I know the prizes aren't spectacular this time, but like I said, I'm a little bit hard up right now, and I had those courtesy of, myself on one, but courtesy of Scott Omnison Esquire. He provided 2 of the prizes, and I'm going to probably throw in something special out of my own collection for whoever the winner is, just because I want them to have something extra cool. Anyways, I love you guys. I'll talk to you all later. This is Bronco Juggalo saying,
Okay.
peace.